Hi everyone, I'm Ketra. We are going to do a collective reading together today, just in reference to the feelings that I'm having. I know it is still a good, 10 days or so before we have a partial solar eclipse and the Chinese New Year ends and begins. But the chaotic energy that has been going around has been very strong. It has been positive and negative for so many people that I know. But I just really wanted to get some of my oracle cards together and my tarot cards and just do a reading and see if I can help collectively with a little reading together today. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching and for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. Let's go ahead and we're actually going to use my Alice in Wonderland oracle. I feel like these messages are so direct sometimes. So Spirit, I'm asking collectively if we can have some direction on, we're going to take a look at like where you're going, where you're at, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. So all you actually have to do is take a nice deep breath, sit back, relax, so you can connect with your higher self and really receive the messages that you're meant to hear today. So our Alice in Wonderland message is, wow, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. And I think it's just so great because, again, I thought the intention of this reading is to tap into the new energy that's coming our way on the 17th. Because, again, it's not only a partial eclipse, it is the beginning of the Chinese New Year. So out with the old, in with the fire horse. So for you right now in your life, where do you feel that? Like, where do you feel that energy is starting to kind of like tap into you? Like, hey, I think we should go in this direction, and how does that feel for you? Like, are you uncomfortable? Because right now you're being asked, who in the world are you? So it's an opportunity moving forward to really kind of like say, this is who I am and this is how I am going to be moving forward. So as always, keeping the connection to the divine in mind, your connection to God, source, your higher power, whatever that may be for you. So let's get a message from the Wild Woman Rising Oracle. Tell your story. I think that's almost like a conversation with your higher self. Tell your story. What is it that you want your story to be moving forward with all of this creative energy that we literally have at our fingertips right now? What and how can you, I just heard manipulate it to, and I don't like this word, but I'm going to go ahead and use it, manifest what it is you want moving forward. So we're also going to use the Akashic Soul Records Oracle. Who are you? Tell your story. Okay, you can't make this up. That's so cool. We have two cards, but I'm just going to look at the first one first, and then I'm going to show you because it's just so amazing. Warrior of Change. You charge forward, fueled by passion and conviction. Your bravery inspires movement in others. Lead with heart and fierce focus. It is a fire horse on here. And that's what I'm talking about. The collective energy that's like physically circling around all of us right now. It's our opportunity to be able to do something wild and crazy with it, like that fire horse energy. And this is interesting. It says resistance. You meet obstacles that test your resolve. Resistance is not a sign of failure, but an invitation to grow stronger. Push through with determination. And the reason I said that it's interesting is I was channeling before a reading that I was doing for somebody, and I felt this, the word resistance, like what is it that you're resisting? Or if you're thinking about doing something, is there like a resistance to it? And then to tap into the why of the resistance. Is it because your soul is telling you no? Or is it because your mind is telling you that it thinks that it can't? So I think that was a message that I was meant to share here as well. So I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to ask Tarot to show us where you're at, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. And then there was two more oracle decks that when I went to hover my hand over the decks, they were very warm. And so I'm not sure yet if they're supposed to be for this reading or the next, but we'll go ahead and we'll figure that out as we go. All right, so Spirit, show me where they're at, where they're going, and how they're getting there. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have Death, Scooch, And you have the King of Cups. Wow, you have the Ace of Wands. Wow, you have the Star, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so where you're at right now, it's really time for you to figure out who you are. It's time to plant the seeds, tell your story of who you are and what it is that you want to do moving forward. This is going to provide some sort of transformation in your life. So, like the Death card, and that goes with that resistance, right? So, sometimes when it's time for us to change our ways or change things in our life, but we resist the change because sometimes change sucks. We don't like it. But that's like literally the meaning of this card. There's some in here that are resisting the change, the transformation opportunity, and then there's a little one who is offering a gift to the chance to change. And I think you kind of know that it's time to change because this is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very strong and determined and emotionally balanced. So I feel like you've gone through a time where you've achieved that emotional balance. And this is why you have this opportunity right now to take a leap of faith and move forward. So I absolutely love that. We're going to clarify each row too, just to get clarification. Because I have an idea, I know what would come out with that King of Cups. So let's see. So Knight of Pentacles, what seeds are they literally sowing? You have the Ten of Cups. So the seeds that you're sowing, the things that you're doing are literally clearing the path forward for you to be able to have everything it is that your heart desires. The Ten of Cups is everything that we want. It's victory over emotional hardships. It's coming together with friends and family. So I really feel like that's what you're doing. And this transformation is providing an immense amount of clarity. So you now have the Queen of Swords twice. So with that transformation, it's bringing clarity for you in your life, which is amazing. Here it is. So you have the Sun. So I had a feeling it was going to be a happy, happy, joy, joy type card. I actually thought it might have just been the Fool, but the Sun trumps the Fool. So with this King of Cups energy that you have here, you have it. Whatever it is that you've been seeking, you have it right now. And the Sun is just asking you to understand that everything that you want can come quite easily for you at this moment because you've achieved that balance, because you've allowed that transformation to happen. So I absolutely love that because this is where you're at and where you're going. I don't know that I've seen a better row in a really long time collectively. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a gift from the divine. It's like, here, go ahead and light that fire and that ambition and that drive inside of you, and focus on what it is that you want. So if you can focus on, this is like a card of harmony and healing. And but I just feel like you've taken one thing, like things that have happened in your life, and you have transformed them into laser focused on what it is that you want to do moving forward. It's your North Star. Whatever that fire is inside of you right now, that's what you should be moving forward towards, because you also have the Ten of Pentacles. So not only do you have the Ten of Cups, which is a great emotional card, you have the King of Cups, which means you're like the king of your emotions, king or queen, male or female, they, them, doesn't matter. You've got it. And right now, where you're going is that Ten of Pentacles energy is the ability to be able to breathe and see and reap the benefits and the rewards of all of your hard work. So let's go ahead and clarify this row too. So Spirit, show me what it is, this gift from the divine, this gift from above that's lighting their fire. You have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man means you've literally been able to see something from a different perspective because of these life situations that you've been through. It has made it to where your perception has changed. If you've accepted that transformation in your life, your perception has changed. And that's what's allowing that fire inside of you to help you focus on what it is that North Star is. And you've stepped outside of fear. So you have the Eight of Swords. So make sure that your mindset is outside of fear. Nothing can stop you as long as you continue to have that blindfold off and you can see clearly. Like with this card, All she has to do is step forward. There it is. You just need to step forward into the next part of your soul's path. I love that. And then the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles, it can mean so many different things, but right now I feel like it means there's still more work to do. So go ahead and keep your focus on that star, that drive that you have for whatever it is that's really lighting you up right now, and just keep putting in the work. So next in your final outcome row, so where you're at, where you're going, and how you're going to get there. Once you do, you have the 9 of Cups, which is just amazing because, again, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. So what is it that you want to do? Like, feel free to leave me a comment and say, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm thinking about it. Because you have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. What is it that is going to emotionally fulfill you right now? You have the Queen of Swords again. So the Queen of Swords is you sitting in that moment of clarity, like you're willing to let others bring ideas to you, but you're like, hold on, does it align with my North Star? And then you have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is, again, another gift from the divine, giving you that emotional ability to have that cup just overflow with just happy, happy, joy, joy, just like that sun card. So it's actually like really super cool. So let's go ahead and we're going to clarify. Spirit, can you show me what their wish fulfillment card is? Like what are we clarifying with that wish fulfillment? So you have the Justice card. You have a lot of like major arcana cards here, but they're all like super awesome because they're all in reference to like balance and change and everything good. So your 9 of Cups, whatever that is for you, is going to create so much balance for you in your life. So absolutely love that. Your Queen of Swords card is clarified by the World. So whatever it is that you get clarification on in reference to what it is that you want to do moving forward, it's literally going to give you that completion of, okay, moving forward, this is how I live my life. And then your Ace of Cups is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So again, it's just the energy that I feel from that 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I mean, it's just really amazing if you look at it this way, that the work that you've done created your 10 of Cups moment. You're focusing on your North Star and you're stepping outside of fear and how it's going to just make your heart and your life overflow with abundance. And then here she is again, another card of abundance, the 10 of Pentacles. So I absolutely love that. So I think, I mean, we'll do 3 cards of advice moving forward. But if it was me, I would want to figure out who I am in this world. I would start telling people my story and I wouldn't resist the change. And I would realize that I am the warrior of change in my life. So I absolutely love that. So Spirit, do you want to give us 3 cards of advice for them moving forward? The Magician. You can do anything that you want. You have the tools to, again, this word manifest, because it's just so overused. You can manifest anything it is that you want right now because you're clearly in alignment. And I think it definitely has to do with the energy that we're in right now. So my advice to you is to take advantage of it. You have the Ace of Wands again. I don't even know what to say. And you have, okay, so I know what to say now. You have the Knight of Wands. So that Knight of Wands, whatever you're doing, be curious about how you can go about it. Have fun, be playful, don't be too rigid. Because again, at this point right now, with the energy that's going on, you can have what your heart desires. You just have to focus and step outside of fear. So I absolutely love this reading. This was fantastic. So until the next video, you guys. Oh, and then of course, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos and sharing them. If you would like a one-on-one reading with me, feel free to go over to my website. It is tarotandsoundhealing.com. Until the next video, you guys, take care and have a great rest of your day. This was fun.